Silence your way to success with powerful self-focused techniques. Buddhism. The transformative power of silence. In an era defined by constant noise, endless distractions, and the unrelenting pull of external validation, there lies an undervalued yet transformative power: silence. Silence is more than the absence of sound. It is a state of being, a gateway to self-awareness, and a foundation for true success. Imagine a life where your mind is clear, your energy is protected, and your inner world is unshaken by the chaos around you. Such a life is not only possible but within reach when you embrace the wisdom of silence and self-focus. This journey is inspired by timeless Buddhist teachings, yet its principles transcend spirituality, offering practical tools for navigating modern challenges. Let us explore 7 profound lessons that not only honor silence but elevate it into an art form for self-mastery. By integrating these lessons into your life, you will unlock the clarity, resilience, and purpose needed to thrive in a noisy world. Chapter 1: Redefining Silence, From Void to Refuge. Silence is not merely the absence of sound. It is a profound presence in itself, an experience that transcends the external and invites us inward. In Buddhist philosophy, silence is often associated with the ultimate state of being, a space where the mind, untangled by distractions, can access its innate clarity and wisdom. To redefine silence is to see it not as a void, but as a fertile ground for self-discovery, spiritual growth, and inner refuge. The transformative power of silence. When we begin to embrace silence, we unlock its transformative power. Silence allows us to observe the mind's incessant chatter, not with judgment but with curiosity. This shift in perspective, viewing silence as a dynamic process rather than a static void, creates the conditions for profound personal growth. In these moments of stillness, we can connect with our true essence, free from the noise of societal expectations and external pressures. Silence also acts as a mirror, reflecting the inner workings of our mind. In its stillness, we can observe our fears, insecurities, and desires with a compassionate awareness. Instead of running from discomfort, silence encourages us to sit with it, to understand its origins, and, ultimately, to heal. Practical applications of silence in daily life. 1. Morning rituals of stillness. Starting the day with silence can set the tone for mindfulness and intentionality. A simple 5-minute meditation upon waking, focusing on the breath or a gentle mantra, creates a buffer between the external world and your inner being. These moments of quiet allow clarity and purpose to emerge before the demands of the day take over. 2. Mindful walks. Nature offers an ideal setting for embracing silence. Walking in a park or forest without distractions like music or conversation can heighten your senses. The rustling of leaves, the chirping of birds, and the rhythm of your footsteps serve as reminders of life's simple beauty. Such walks help ground the mind and reconnect us with the present moment. 3. Silent eating. Practice eating in silence, paying full attention to the flavors, textures, and aromas of your meal. This seemingly simple act transforms eating into a meditative experience, fostering gratitude and a deeper connection to the nourishment you receive. 4. Breathing breaks. Integrating short moments of deep breathing throughout the day creates pockets of silence amid chaos. Even a few conscious breaths can anchor you in the present and calm an overactive mind. 5. Evening reflection. End the day with silent reflection or journaling. As the world winds down, take a moment to revisit your day. What emotions arose? What lessons did you learn? Silence here becomes a safe space to process and release. Silence as detox for the mind. In today's hyper-connected world, silence is a powerful antidote to overstimulation. Social media, endless notifications, and the constant bombardment of information leave us drained and fragmented. Silence acts as a mental detox, giving the mind a chance to declutter and recalibrate. It is in this space of quiet that we often find solutions to problems, creative ideas, and a renewed sense of purpose. Silence also nurtures emotional resilience. By learning to sit with silence, we develop the ability to face uncomfortable emotions rather than suppressing or avoiding them. This resilience is a cornerstone of personal growth, allowing us to navigate life's challenges with greater ease and wisdom. Silence as a gateway to spiritual awakening. In Buddhist teachings, silence is often likened to a sacred space where the true nature of reality reveals itself. It is through silence that one can transcend the illusions of the ego and experience interconnectedness with all beings. This spiritual dimension of silence transforms it from a mere tool for relaxation into a pathway to enlightenment. When practiced regularly, silence fosters qualities such as compassion, humility, and equanimity. It becomes a refuge where we can rest in the present moment, free from the pull of past regrets and future anxieties. Redefining silence as a lifelong practice. Silence is not something we master overnight. It is a practice that deepens over time. By incorporating moments of intentional silence into our daily lives, we build a relationship with this sacred space. Over months and years, silence evolves from being an uncomfortable absence into a cherished presence, a wellspring of peace, wisdom, and resilience. In redefining silence, we learn to cherish its gifts. It is no longer something to avoid but something to embrace. A trusted companion on the journey of self-discovery and spiritual growth. Through silence, we find not emptiness but fullness, the fullness of being alive and truly present. Chapter 2. Transforming loneliness into solitude. The difference between loneliness and inner solitude. Loneliness is a state of disconnection, a feeling of being cut off from the world around us. In contrast, inner solitude is an intentional, positive choice to connect deeply with oneself. In Buddhist philosophy, solitude is considered a tool for self-reflection and spiritual growth. In this quiet space, we confront our true selves, recognizing both our strengths and the areas that need improvement. Solitude as an opportunity for reconnection. Rather than fearing moments of being alone, we can learn to embrace them as opportunities to enrich our inner selves. Solitude offers a precious space to escape the noise of the outside world, the pressures of life, and meaningless comparisons. It is a chance to regain balance and rediscover our core values. You can make the most of this time by engaging in activities that nurture your soul. 1. Journaling. Write down your thoughts, emotions, and things you're grateful for each day. Journaling not only helps to release mental stress, but also allows you to identify areas in your life that need attention or change. 2. Reading inspirational books. Books containing profound philosophies or meaningful stories can broaden your perspective and help you find deeper meaning in life. 3. Connecting with nature. Take a walk in the forest, listen to the rustling leaves, or simply sit by a stream. These moments help calm the mind and reconnect you to the peace within, turning solitude into a space for self-love. Solitude is not only a time to reflect, but also a space to nurture self-love. In this stillness, you learn to appreciate yourself, including both your strengths and your flaws. You realize that happiness doesn't come from external validation, but from self-acceptance and inner compassion. Ask yourself questions like, what truly brings me joy? Or, what can I do to become a better version of myself? These questions are not meant to criticize, but to motivate you to grow and thrive. Solitude as a space for creativity and self-awareness. One of the greatest gifts of solitude is that it provides the perfect space for creativity and self-awareness. In these quiet moments, free from distractions and pressure, the mind is liberated to explore new ideas. Innovative solutions to problems and forgotten passions often resurface during this time. I've found that in my moments of solitude, I rediscover passions I thought I'd lost long ago. Whether it's writing, painting, or simply learning something new, Solitude not only fosters creativity, but also rekindles joy and purpose in life. Practicing solitude to transform loneliness. If you feel lonely, try to transform that feeling into an opportunity to practice solitude. Here are a few simple steps to help you do so. 1. Daily meditation. Spend 10 to 15 minutes sitting quietly and focusing on your breath. Meditation helps you return to the present, recognize your emotions, and calm your mind. 2. Practice gratitude. Reflect on the good things that happened during your day, no matter how small, like a smile or a kind word. Gratitude shifts your focus from what's lacking to what you have. 3. Learn to appreciate simplicity. Take joy in the little things in life. A warm cup of tea, your favorite song, or the morning sunlight. These small pleasures often go unnoticed when we're caught up in chasing bigger goals. Inner solitude as a transformative journey. When you redefine loneliness as inner solitude, you not only find joy in being alone, but also see it as an opportunity for growth. Solitude helps you build emotional independence and reduces your reliance on external approval. On this journey, you'll come to realize that the answers you seek often lie within yourself. By learning to listen to your inner voice, you'll find peace and profound meaning in your life. Chapter 3. Silence as a tactical weapon. The power of silence in conflict. Silence is often misunderstood as inaction or weakness, but in reality, it is one of the most potent tools for managing conflict. In moments of negativity or confrontation, responding with silence demonstrates control over emotions and an ability to rise above impulsive reactions. It serves as a buffer, giving both parties space to reflect and reevaluate their positions. In Buddhist philosophy, silence is seen as an active force of mindfulness. By choosing silence, you create an opportunity to observe, understand, and respond from a place of wisdom rather than from ego or anger. It helps you detach from the noise of conflict and align with your inner peace, turning potentially destructive situations into opportunities for growth. Silence as a shield against negativity. Negativity thrives on reaction. When you respond to criticism, gossip, or provocation, you feed the energy of the situation. Silence, on the other hand, disrupts this cycle. It is a way of saying, your negativity does not define me, and I will not engage. This restraint not only protects your emotional well-being, but also sends a clear message of self-respect. Practically, silence can be employed in scenarios like heated arguments or unwarranted criticism. For instance, instead of immediately defending yourself against harsh words, take a pause. Let your silence speak for itself. It often carries more weight than any words you could say. This nonverbal response exudes confidence and maturity, disarming the aggressor and shifting the dynamic of the interaction. The role of silence in emotional intelligence. Silence is a hallmark of emotional intelligence. It shows that you can regulate your emotions, remain calm under pressure, and choose your responses carefully. In professional settings, silence is especially valuable. During meetings or negotiations, a well-timed pause can convey thoughtfulness and allow you to assess the situation fully. This measured approach often leads to more impactful communication and better decision-making. Moreover, silence creates space for others to express themselves. By listening attentively and refraining from interrupting, you show respect and openness. This approach fosters trust, encourages collaboration, and deepens understanding in relationships. Silence as a path to clarity. One of the greatest strengths of silence is its ability to bring clarity. In moments of stillness, we can process complex emotions, analyze situations objectively, and uncover solutions that are often obscured by noise. Silence is not about avoidance. It is about creating a space for thoughtful reflection and intentional action. For example, in situations where you are unsure of how to respond, taking a moment of silence allows you to step back and consider your options. Instead of reacting impulsively, you can align your response with your values and long-term goals. This strategic use of silence transforms it into a tool for empowerment and self-mastery. Silence as a tool for building respect. Silence is not only a way to maintain inner peace, but also a way to command respect. When you choose silence over confrontation, you demonstrate a level of emotional strength that others cannot ignore. It signals that you value your energy and mental clarity over unnecessary drama. This composure earns the respect of peers, colleagues, and even adversaries. Additionally, silence can be a powerful tool in leadership. Leaders who listen more than they speak create an environment of mutual respect and inclusivity. Their silence conveys that they value input from others, encouraging a culture of collaboration and innovation. Chapter 4: Breaking Free from Validation Addiction. Understanding the trap of external validation. The need for external validation often stems from a deeper sense of insecurity and a fear of rejection. Social media amplifies this tendency by constantly bombarding us with curated lives and unattainable standards. The more we rely on likes, comments, or approval from others, the more we lose touch with our intrinsic self-worth. This dependency creates a vicious cycle where our happiness is dictated by external factors rather than inner stability. Buddhist philosophy emphasizes that self-worth is not something to be earned or measured by others' opinions. It is inherent, unchanging, and rooted in our awareness of who we are. When we cling to external validation, we give away our power and allow others to dictate our self-perception. Breaking free from this cycle requires shifting our focus inward and reconnecting with our authentic selves. Shifting the focus to inner validation. To escape the need for external validation, we must learn to value and validate ourselves. This begins with cultivating mindfulness and self-awareness. By observing our thoughts and emotions without judgment, we can recognize when we're seeking validation and gently redirect our attention inward. Celebrate your achievements privately or with those who genuinely support you, rather than seeking approval from a wide audience. For example, instead of sharing every milestone on social media, reflect on how the achievement aligns with your personal values and goals. This practice shifts the focus from external recognition to internal satisfaction. The freedom of self-acceptance. When you stop seeking validation from others, you experience a profound sense of freedom. You no longer feel pressured to meet societal expectations or compete with others. Instead, you can set goals that align with your values and pursue them at your own pace. For instance, instead of comparing your career progress with peers, focus on whether your work brings you joy and fulfillment. By measuring success based on internal criteria, you free yourself from the constant need to prove your worth. Practical steps to break free from validation addiction. 1. Practice gratitude. Start each day by listing 3 things you're grateful for. This helps shift your focus from what others think of you to what truly enriches your life. 2. Set personal goals. Define goals that resonate with your values, not societal pressures. For example, aim to improve a skill or cultivate a meaningful relationship rather than achieving superficial milestones. 3. Limit social media use. Reduce the time you spend on platforms that trigger comparison and validation-seeking behaviors. Use this time to engage in activities that nurture your well-being. 4. Celebrate in private. Make it a habit to celebrate your successes privately or with close friends and family. This reinforces the idea that your worth is not dependent on public approval. 5. Engage in mindful reflection. Regularly reflect on your motivations and actions. Ask yourself, am I doing this for my own growth and happiness, or for others' approval? Discovering true freedom. When you free yourself from the addiction to external validation, you reclaim control over your life. You realize that your worth is not defined by the number of likes or compliments you receive, but by your ability to live authentically and in alignment with your values. This shift not only strengthens your confidence, but also deepens your understanding of what truly matters. It allows you to build relationships based on genuine connection rather than the need for approval, and to pursue a life of purpose and fulfillment. In breaking free, You discover a sense of inner peace and liberation that no external validation can ever provide. Chapter 5. Mastering the Art of Strategic Withdrawal. Recognizing the need for withdrawal. Strategic withdrawal begins with the ability to recognize when something in your life, whether it's a situation, relationship, or habit, no longer aligns with your values or contributes to your well-being. This awareness requires deep self-reflection and honesty. Often, we hold on to things out of fear, habit, or societal pressure, even when they drain our energy and hinder our growth. Buddhist philosophy encourages us to embrace impermanence, understanding that everything in life is transient. By accepting that certain aspects of our lives have served their purpose, we can let go without guilt or regret. Withdrawal in this sense is not abandonment but a mindful release, making space for new possibilities and growth. The courage to step back. It takes courage to step back, especially when the world equates persistence with success. However, strategic withdrawal is not about giving up. It is about choosing your battles wisely. It is an act of strength to recognize when to pause, reassess, and redirect your energy toward what truly matters. For example, removing yourself from a toxic relationship or workplace can be challenging, but it is often necessary for your mental and emotional health. These decisions require you to prioritize your well-being over external validation or societal expectations, which is a powerful act of self-love and respect, creating space for healing and clarity. When you withdraw strategically, you create the space needed for healing and self-reflection. This space allows you to process emotions, reevaluate priorities, and reconnect with your true self. It is in these moments of pause that clarity emerges, and new paths become visible. For instance, distancing yourself from a draining commitment can free up time and energy for pursuits that align with your passions and values. This pause can lead to renewed purpose and a stronger sense of direction in life. The transformative power of letting go. Strategic withdrawal often leads to transformation. By letting go of what no longer serves you, you open yourself to opportunities and experiences that align more closely with your values. This process can be uncomfortable, as it challenges your comfort zone and forces you to confront uncertainty. However, it is precisely through this discomfort that growth occurs. A personal example of this is walking away from a high-pressure job that, while prestigious, no longer aligned with my values or aspirations. The decision was difficult and filled with doubt, but it ultimately led to opportunities that brought greater fulfillment and balance. This experience reinforced the importance of trusting the process and having faith in the possibilities that lie beyond the familiar. Practical steps to implement strategic withdrawal. 1. Evaluate your current situation. Take time to assess what in your life feels draining or misaligned with your values. Be honest with yourself about what is no longer serving you. 2. Prioritize mental and emotional well-being. Ask yourself if staying in the current situation is worth the toll it takes on your mental health and emotional balance. 3. Plan your withdrawal. Strategic withdrawal is not impulsive, it is intentional. Create a plan that allows you to step back with minimal disruption and maximum clarity. 4. Seek support. Share your intentions with trusted friends, family, or mentors who can provide guidance and encouragement. 5. Embrace the pause. Use the time after withdrawal to reflect, heal, and realign with your values and goals. Avoid rushing into new commitments without clarity. The wisdom of strategic withdrawal. Strategic withdrawal is a skill that requires self-awareness, courage, and mindfulness. It allows you to let go of what no longer serves you and create space for what truly matters. Far from being a sign of weakness, it is a demonstration of strength and wisdom, showing that you value your well-being and personal growth above external pressures. In mastering this art, you learn that progress is not always about moving forward. Sometimes, it's about stepping back, recalibrating, and allowing the right opportunities to unfold. This practice not only strengthens your sense of purpose, but also cultivates resilience, and a deeper connection to your authentic self. Chapter 6. Letting results be your loudest voice. Actions speak louder than words. In a world obsessed with self-promotion, the true measure of success lies not in how much we talk about our goals, but in the quiet effort we put into achieving them. Buddhism emphasizes focusing on the journey rather than seeking recognition, encouraging us to align our actions with our values and let the results speak for themselves. When we work silently toward a goal, we cultivate resilience and authenticity. The process itself becomes a reward, and we break free from the need for external validation. Each small, consistent step contributes to a sense of fulfillment and inner confidence that no applause can match. The power of quiet effort. Quiet effort brings transformation. By focusing on progress instead of praise, we gain clarity and purpose. For instance, training for a marathon without announcing every milestone on social media allows us to focus on discipline and personal growth. The sense of accomplishment at the finish line feels deeper and more meaningful when it's untainted by the pressure of external expectations. Practical steps to let results speak. 1. Work in silence. Focus on your efforts without seeking immediate recognition. 2. Celebrate privately. Honor your achievements with those who matter most, rather than seeking public validation. 3. Stay consistent. Trust the process and let persistence drive your success. True success is not about how loudly we declare our goals, but how diligently we work toward them. By letting results be our loudest voice, we inspire others through action and embody the strength of quiet determination. Chapter 7. Discovering freedom in non-reactivity. The essence of non-reactivity. Non-reactivity, a key teaching in Buddhism, is the practice of pausing before responding to challenges. It allows us to act with intention rather than being driven by emotional impulses, creating space for clarity and self-control. This approach doesn't mean suppressing emotions but mastering them, enabling thoughtful and effective responses. The role of mindfulness. Mindfulness is the foundation of non-reactivity. By observing our emotions without judgment, we can detach from automatic reactions. For example, when faced with criticism, instead of reacting defensively, we can pause, acknowledge our feelings, and choose a constructive response. This practice fosters emotional resilience and prevents unnecessary conflict. Practical application. 1. Pause and breathe. In challenging moments, take a deep breath before responding. 2. Observe without judgment. Acknowledge emotions as they arise, but don't let them dictate your actions. 3. Respond intentionally. Align your actions with long-term values rather than temporary emotions. The freedom of mastery. Non-reactivity empowers us to maintain inner peace and avoid regret. By mastering this skill, we gain freedom from reactive habits, protecting our energy and cultivating lasting emotional balance. It's a simple but transformative practice for achieving clarity and resilience in life. Conclusion: embrace the journey of silence and self-focus. Silence is not weakness, it is strength. By embracing silence and focusing on self-awareness, you unlock the clarity and resilience needed to navigate life's complexities. These 7 lessons, inspired by Buddhist wisdom and enriched with personal insights, offer a roadmap to a life of balance, fulfillment, and inner peace. As you embark on this journey, remember that progress is quiet, growth is steady, and true success comes from within. Embrace silence, focus on your path, and trust that your efforts will speak for themselves.